Okay, can you see me?
You and all that good stuff. Do you need a moment back there to get your stuff together?
Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm ready.
You good? Hey y'all! welcome to everybody who is here. A little late, but always right on time. You know, normally this is a Saturday affair, but I am here Sunday to talk all things Raising Kanan, season 4, episode 6. Dollar wheel of the 1894. What happened to the zero? What happened to the zero? Will is in the house of the 1804 show. How are you feeling, and are you ready to get into all things Raising Kanan?
Oh, I am great, and I'm ready.
Now, y'all already know what to do once you are getting in here. Be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought about the episode and what you think may be happening in future episodes, because we got some stuff to talk about. We low key ain't got nothing to talk about, but we got some stuff to talk about at the same freaking time. Bree is here in the house. I know she's talking some mess. Super chat with the $5. Thank you. I was not a fan of Unique's fake out death, but seeing him posted up eating that ice cream made it all worth it. I'm glad it did something for you, Bree, because I'm gonna talk about what it did for me. Because how you gonna remember the butter pecan ice cream, but you can't remember that ass? You can't remember nothing else that transpired for you to be all up in Rock's face in the kitchen in the first place, but you can remember the flavor of this ice cream, though. They're gonna stop playing with this show and with my time. Once again, thank you so much, Bree, for showing love. We're gonna go ahead and get started because, like, what better place to start than here? Because I just don't have time. You know, I don't have time. We pouring out a little liquor for Famous. It is confirmation. All of you people in the back who was like, well, you know, maybe it's a fake out. Maybe Famous ain't really dead. Famous he's dead, and he's been dead for quite some time. So while we at this bar pouring out some liquor for Famous, there's all this grief there. You know, everybody's sad. Famous folks is there. Everybody's just down and out. But we got Rock over there. We got Rock over there and Marvin per se Rock, because Rock is all we ain't never seen Raquel interact with famous mama this much. It could be consoling a grieving mother, and these are the times that call for that, or it could be Rock who sat up there and had your son did it in the first place, sitting in your face offering her condolences. Will, how did you feel about all of this? I couldn't get too deep into the grieving because I really feel like it was Marvin. I've always felt like it's Marvin, and I don't see who else it could be. What did you think about this?
Yeah, something going on because I do feel like Marvin did it because he been tripping the whole entire season because he got more bodies than Unique.
I don't even know about, first of all, I don't know what Unique doing as far as bodies, because he kind of killing, but some convenient stuff was happening in this episode. I will say that. It's not even the amount of bodies. We do know that Marvin is the muscle, he's the hitter. If we're gonna have somebody killed, it's gonna be normally done by Marvin. Way back when it could have been Lulu, but Lulu let down like that. There is literally nobody else here. I'm gonna throw away my idea of it even being Kanan, because I can really see that the show just don't want to take Kanan there at this moment. I would have loved that, but the only other option is Marvin, and we know Marvin don't do anything unless Raquel says so. Is there anybody else in your mind, Will, who could have killed Famous? Anybody?
I think those two cops from the last season, the cops that was harassing Rock
Mm-hmm.
when she was, I guess, had that plaza and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and she was practically paying them off. So what I noticed, because I do content on this as well, was that scene hasn't come up yet with her giving them the bag of money or the envelope of money yet. So I really think that's a huge possibility.
I didn't even think. See, you see how you had to dig for that? I have not thought about those cops. We had that one moment, and I think the first episode where uh not even, it wasn't even her. It was Kanan walking in on Snap, crackling, popping them like, oh, y'all got everybody in y'all pockets. Y'all even got the police in y'all pocket. And we've seen these same police interact with maybe the likes of Rock, so that could be a thing. But I just don't even see how we would even stretch it to go there. My money's always going to be on Marvin, but if it is anybody else outside of the family, I feel like that would be such a missed opportunity, because where are we interjecting the conflict? Where are we getting into the raising Kanan to be the Kanan that we know, if we're not, putting an even bigger stain into this dysfunctional family? I just don't see the point in them making it that. I'm really hoping that we don't reach all the way outside of the realm of knowledge and what should be happening here to make good TV, to try to make it some cops to keep this family coasting for another season, to then make them even more dysfunctional to get that Kanan that we need. I hope not, but knowing this show, we could jump over there also. Bree is in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, trust, okay? I didn't really like the episode either, but unique and more so Juke is what made it pop. Okay. Yeah, Juke just wait. If you just scuff Juke Jordans or Tim, she ready to shoot you. Thank you so much, Demarcus Bond, for the $5. Lulu still care about Jessica, and Imani is jealous of just oh, please, we're gonna talk about Imani, because girls, sit down. Oh, early Tyler money for the sports bets. We gonna see. We gonna see what's going on with that, because that's even more a little stain on Marvin. Uh hey, just my opinion. Hey, Brandon, y'all go check out B's videos, because right now B said the show is getting stinky. The show is getting real funky. Thank you, thank you, thank you, B. And Demarcus once again with the $5. I believe that Officer Buckley and Roland took Famous out for Rock. Like, oh, who that's on? Y'all know I don't be watching people. Who is that? Is that on the Mark Dark or Movie Bot? Who said that? I know they be over there saying stuff. I don't know. Like, that just hasn't even entered my mind. If we do that, it's still, on the family, because it is at Rock's hand. But I would much rather it have been Marvin. We already on this slippery slope with Marvin getting dumb anyway, especially if we'll be, well, I can't say that, because we've been framing every single season as if Marvin's gonna die. But if we're getting any closer to Marvin being out of here, why not, have him do some damage on the way out so we could just get into some conflict and also get into Juke getting all the way over the line, because we need this to affect Juke as well, even though we do see Juke popping out more. And then we have this here, which is why I also feel like it's at Rock's hand, whether it's, Marvin or these two officers. Famous was helping us investigate a cop's murder person. We already know who that cop was, but I feel like this was already hearsay in the department. We have Howard there at the time who probably told Andre, and Andre probably told Rock what was going on. And I'm saying that Rock told Marvin to take that shot, but a couple of you are saying different. Uh Will, how do you feel about Famous more so going out a snitch? Because I don't like that. I don't like the snitching aspect of Famous because I really love Famous' character. But not only do we have him die, we have him go out a snitch. And Moms is like, yeah, y'all didn't try to help when I needed y'all help looking for my son. So don't come in my face right now.
I don't believe that because at the end of season 3, he was pretty much standing on business. So I think that it's just more like an excuse to kill him than the actual proof, because we haven't seen any clips of him snitching or really cooperating, wearing a wire or being a CI. But I just feel like that it just did that to Famous to hurt Kanan and the Thomas family or whatever. Because at the end of the day, Detective Garcia had like this hate or this vendetta against Kanan. So I really do believe that they just took him out just off spite. I don't think it's just actual proof of him snitching.
And then we get into the snitch aspect where we have him talking here to the mom. He doesn't just say, like, it was a bullet to the head. He says Famous was tortured. Like, who would torture him? The only thing I could think is, like, we're having him tortured at that. We know Marvin be here for a good torture situation, but it's like, yeah, we need to know everything that you told the officers that incriminates our family. That's why I'm just still hovering over. Do we really see cops sitting here torturing Famous, or is this more so up the creek with Marvin and Rock and how they move in this space? I still feel like it's Marvin, y'all. If it's those cops, that's cool, but he did say that yeah, he was also tortured. He wasn't just shot. You gonna just chum me up to this family who possibly tortured your son, or you gonna help us get some information? At which she said, of course, get out of my face. But let me know how y'all feeling in the chat, child. Let me know, because I just really need to see Marvin so we can progress the story along. I really do. I just really, really do. Speaking of Marvin, and why we just need to go on let it be him in the first place, what is Marvin doing? What the hell is Marvin doing this season? I really need some inner conflict. If we not gonna have, well, I don't see Rock, because at this point, Marvin is becoming a whole liability. I had already told y'all she wasn't finna let that just roll off of her back. I told you to go in here and put pressure on this man. I didn't tell you to kill him, and now we got to deal with Asian Martha Stewart. We don't want that. We don't want that. He in here whimsy and high and all these other things, and the person who had more self-control and over the business, you shot them at that. And then he lied. Marvin was like, yeah, he said, yeah, he was gonna go to the cops, and he said all kind of stuff. So yeah, he mentioned some cops, but some of the other stuff you said, Marvin, this man did not say. You just trying to cover your own ass because irrationally you just shot this man. You didn't put too much intimidation on it. You heard cops and started shooting. All right. We have that, and then we also have Early Tyler here, who is all about his money. That's all this man cares about since we've met him. And he's telling Marvin, like, yeah, I'm unhappy. This is not enough. The cut between you and Stefano, it's just, I just need some more money. And it's just like, yeah, that's not my problem. Just let it roll off your back. And then we also have Tyler mentioning this aspect of a made man. He's saying he ain't got to pay because it's a made man. We already know Marvin killed a whole made man. And we still haven't really had that rollover into the conversation with Stefano in the way that I need it to be. But we do have Stefano early on vouching, saying, hey, if you are vouching for Early Tyler, I'm telling you that you are solely responsible for how this goes down. So we already have that drop, and we have him also not listening to Rock. I totally see this going on over into, yeah, we got to kill your brother, and Raquel having to give the okay because Marvin is repeatedly messing up. Do you feel like we're gonna have some repercussions from all of this, or is per usual this is all a fake out and Marvin's gonna be okay this season?
Um,
Hmm?
I don't know. It looks like it's over for him because you can only do so much at a short period of time before you have to pay. And he already killed the booker in the pool. And actually, I actually like that death because of the fact that the booker was just talking too damn much. Like, this dude crazy. He got the gun pointed at you. Like, why would you say all this to this
But
sensitive?
where was the lie? Will, you are out here being real stepping fetchy for these Italians. You don't have no power. That's why Marvin got mad, because he told him about himself. You out here being a little flunky, doing what the yes massa. And what? You still don't have any power. I have some power here. You're actually not supposed to kill me, but he did anyway. That man didn't lie.
It was just smooth to me. Unlike oh boy, I forgot who else he killed. Oh, Terry. But his death was really satisfying to me because I feel like even though he was telling the truth, he just should have used his mind and used his brain. Like, you get to live another day. Like, sometimes it's just worse, or it's just worth to just shut up. Sometimes, like, you can't tell everybody the truth because people don't like the truth.
Wait, no, you telling me every single death that Marvin has done this season is justified? Is that what you're saying?
That one, but everything else was dumb. Everything else was foolish. I I just like that one because it just, I don't know, just the way he did it, and then he was like, "You didn't call those shots." Like, man,
I didn't get it, Will, because we have this and we clearly have Roxanne. You're not handling business. You're not doing what I said. Yet and still, I'm going to leave you in charge. You fix this. You made this mess, so you fix it and keep your foot on his neck and keep him in line and get our product in them trucks and everything back up and running. I wouldn't leave nothing in Marvin's hands moving forward. He just repeatedly keeps messing up. Like, I don't know. I think Rock is going to have to make a decision as far as Marvin's life is concerned. And I wouldn't even be mad at this point because he's not doing anything he's supposed to do. Thank you so much, Bree, for the love. I love Marvin, but my baby was in special ed. He wasn't special ed last season, I thought he was coming around. All of a sudden this season, we on the small bus with a helmet. I don't know what's going on with Marvin. It's very, very upsetting. See, I got some love here from TP. Hey TP. Unique could have had some butter pecan coot nanny. He tripping. Coot Nanny. Shout out to Ashley. I hope you are feeling better. Could have definitely had some Coot Nanny. Speaking of Coot Nanny, y'all showing a whole lot of love to me. So I'm going to show some love to y'all back, and we're going to come right back. Let me go on and play Unique, because Unique's whole mission this episode was to just make sure he was fine enough to roll back up on Rock. That's all this been about this whole time. He didn't give a damn about nothing else. We'll be right back.
Want to catch feelings for me, Rock? Talking crazy. They say most romances start at the office. Heads bumping into each other at the water cooler and whatnot. I'm just wondering if you ever favor me like that.
We ain't got no water cooler. And the last time I checked, you and me, we was trying to kill each other for a hot second.
Oh, you know what they say, it's thin line. Stay up though, baby.
Shout out to Unique, whose sole mission since episode 1 was to make sure he was fine enough to roll back up on Raquel. You can't convince me of anything. I've been telling y'all since the first episode that's all it was about. That's all it's been about this whole time, was to make sure he was healed, cocoa butter, aloe vera up. Y'all leave Marvin's fate down in the chat because I don't know what we're doing with my man's. I have a love-hate relationship with Marvin at this point. But yeah, back to Operation Get Fine, because that's all this was. Operation Get Fine again, get thirst trappy again. That's all Unique's mission was this time. All of this, yeah, she ain't my girl, she ain't my girlfriend. What girlfriend? Okay, if she wasn't your girlfriend, Unique, why you out here acting like a little bitch? It is so disturbing. Okay, it's very, very disturbing. There's nothing sexy about this behavior, Unique. All of this vendetta, the way he has gathered a whole army of troops from Jersey to this place to that place, going outsourcing just to bring her down to stand in her kitchen and eat ice cream. It was a whole lot. All of this talking and meetings of the minds. First of all, I'm glad we took time to get back fine and we ain't running around in that goddamn hoodie. I want to see it again. Burn it if you have to. But we have a whole montage of Unique getting fitted, gold chains. I told y'all, I thought I was playing. I said he is not going to roll back up on her until he find leather goods all decked out in butter pecan wreath and leathers and gold chains and Timbs. Then we're going to roll up on her. Is that not what happened? But this was all about him getting fined. Did he get some muscle behind him? Sure, some product, and I stole this and I got that. Yeah. He don't care about that. He just wanted to get fined so he could roll up in her face. Will.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, because it's just to me like Unique just can't admit that he loves her, but his mind or something like that. Because I see TE just got him sprung, man. Like, because I don't get it how he go see Rock before he go see his baby mama and son. Like, I don't understand that. Like, they don't even know he alive and breathing.
I was gonna say that he ain't even rolled back on all this. Y'all, Pranessa. He loved Pranessa. Ain't no, he want to go see Pranessa first. I thought that should have been your first stop, right? No, you went to go see Rock. That's the first person you needed to go see after you put on your brother letters. Like that's where you need to go, Rock. I I don't know. Like, what? How do you feel about Unique's plan and him kind of panhandling all over New York to get his team together and his funds to get his game up and his dope? Like the proposition he gave this man. I don't know what kind of boss this is, but you weren't gonna give me nothing. All you gotta do is front me the protection. Some money, a little bit of half of the drugs on the back end and the location, some muscle, and I get back to you. I was like, what? How does this benefit? I was with him. How does this benefit me again? Because I'm really solely hearing you trying to get at your little girlfriend because you're mad about it. That's what it sounds like. She ain't my girlfriend. That's not. I'm the king. I'm already here. You need a whole lot of assistance from me though. He got it though. I'm not mad at him. I'm not going to act like he had anything to go back to and like he didn't have to build up to this. My problem per se with Unique's character at this point is just that the memory lapse kind of goes in between what we need him to be depending on the scene in the episode. I don't know. How have you been dealing with Unique this season and how they've treated him having an injured mind? Like, does he?
Well, I'll tell you, Ronnie would be proud. This is what Ronnie wanted. Like, Ronnie always addressed this and stuff like that. So, too bad he had to die before he could see his vision. And but I believe that he just recalls everything that she did to everybody else, and it don't look right because after you come back or you wake up from the dead or whatever, and you see a chick that you messing with controlling your clientele, controlling your territories, and she told you that she was out the game, like it was over with. So then you have your brother and her son working together, so it don't look too good. It look like
okay, but Will, why even like you didn't even have to introduce the idea of him having brain lapse and the CT and all. We didn't even have to do that. We could have just had it look like I came to stuff just kind of looks wayward from the interaction that you were having with my brother, your son here. It's giving setup. Let me just act accordingly. We didn't have to play with him slapping his head on the steering wheel and slapping himself in the damn forehead for umpteen episodes. We could have just let that be obsolete and have him think whatever the hell he wanted to think. Could we not?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they playing the CTE angle, so I understand it because of the fact that concussions and being struck across the head, it does leave some effects. You're not the same after, especially the amount of trauma that he experienced to the head. So he lucky to be alive. Like he tough. Like I can admit he tough. He's strong because he would have died if this was like real life. Because I don't know how he up that whole idea and stuff.
This isn't giving.
Because I would have rolled up on Rock or rolled up on Kanan because he knew where they was at this whole time. So it's just really crazy. But I like this though because we haven't seen him get a win yet.
Okay.
He needs a win.
Well,
because
let me get this super chat. I'm not gonna play with you. No win. A win. Thank you so much, Jane, for the $2. Episode 6 didn't show up in my bootleg. Hey, Tyra. Hey, Dane. I see our love community giving you love and trying to give you logins in the chat to Starz and you being stank about it. Dane, please. Okay? Please, Dane. Do not act like that. Thank you so much, Miriam, for offering any assistance today. And it is so much, much appreciated. Up in here talking. I ain't even finna read all of this. Where's the thank you? You know what? I swear. Thank you so much, Dane. Thank you. I mean, I'm here for it. I'm not going to front and act like I don't like the idea of Unique getting back on top of his game, but it's just like, it's everything is just a real sketchy and real convenient. Like now when it's just like, okay, I'm going to offer you my assistance. I'm going to, front you some money, the muscle, whatever, so you can get things in order. So maybe we can take advantage of Rock being down bad in this opportunity. But at the same time, you've been moving a little reckless and he conveniently says, you can't kill Rock. I was like, can we at least pretend like we knew that he was not gonna maybe even get too close to killing her, but to have him flat out say like, yeah, you can't do this, which gives more levity to, okay, well, yeah, I was about to kill her and them brothers and that son too if I had the opportunity, but now since he said I can't, I'm gonna lay low and just get fine. All right. I'm gonna let them make it. I'm gonna let them make it. Shout out to the 75 people here. Very, very happy to have you. Thank you. Y'all hit that like button, please. Like, I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Just make it make sense to me. That's it. Now, moving on over here to making it make sense. Imani, calm down. Calm down, Imani. Come all the way down. Imani is moving in this episode like that's her man. So, girl, where? We only hunched last episode, and it took your whole LinkedIn profile for me to get that with you. Like, this was a little abrupt to me. I just felt like Imani would move differently. Like, okay, well, yeah, I didn't think we were all that serious anyway. It's not that deep. Like, we're really here for business. If you messing around with your ex, so be it. But like the way she was acting was like, girl, please, it's not that deep. But regardless of Imani acting like Lulu is her man all of a sudden, Lulu is feeling down because, he loved Famous. They had a whole different relationship aside from all of the other family, even Kanan, because he got down with him on a music level. And we know he's struggling with his music identity, especially when it's over there with B-Rilla and all that other violent stuff. He wants somebody with a little more depth, at which I guess the white rapper that we saw last episode is going to come into fruition that Imani was telling him about, but abruptly left it when she saw Jess's chain. And then we have Jess rolling up here. They kind of got together. I love how they briefly like, oh yeah, y'all don't need that sex. Y'all need that Lulu sex. We just gonna skip over it. Like, yeah, don't make her sit through that. But I think the alcohol soon come. The alcohol soon come. We have Lulu saying, you know, I might get my hands dirty. Maybe if it's just for famous, I might get out there. But what if it's your family? What if it's Raquel again? What if it's Marvin? What if it's Raquel and the police? How dirty do you want to get your hands? And what exactly is this going to do to Lulu? Will, what do you think is going to happen to Lulu? And how do you feel about how Imani was acting?
Well, Imani needs to sit her press behind down somewhere. And like I said, I really believe that Lulu got her pregnant.
Who? Imani? Oh, Jess?
Jess.
Oh, I say who? Oh, okay. Why do you think that?
Because it's just the way that they were staring at each other before he left. It was just kind of like, okay, this ain't gonna be the last time I see you, but this is goodbye for now. But this ain't gonna be forever. Like, I'm gonna see you again real soon. Because, like I said, I'll be reading like a lot of the description of the, and they said that he embarked on a new path. So that can pretty much mean that, or it can possibly mean other things. But I feel like he really loved Jess, and Imani was just a one night stand and this and that. Because she rubbed me off the wrong way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, could she possibly be some feds? Like, I need somebody to be nefarious. I need Jess to be on some nefarious stuff because she maybe feel like they know something about famous they're not telling, and she lying and getting with him to get intel. But this episode, Jess and the mom are packing up to leave to go to Cali, and it's giving like Kane at the end of Menace to Society, like, you just need to come leave this little diabolical family and come with us to Cali and live your best life, Lulu. And then you have Imani over there with all those questions, but they act like this episode that we had him give her all the answers to Jess and the ex-girlfriend just so she can have this reaction here. So it's like neither one of them are actually working for anybody. They just want some drunk D from Lulu. All right.
But I also feel like he feels responsible for Famous Death because he did produce that track. So I think it's survival remorse because he's dead. He ain't in the streets like that. And I got way more bodies. I'm practically a serial killer and I'm still alive. So I think it's survival remorse.
Yeah, it's definitely remorse. This definitely runs deep. This is really hurting Lulu, and I'm trying to be sentimental. I'm trying with Lulu. I'm just waiting for the drink. We do have him a brief moment in this episode. He's about to take a drink, but he calls Jess like, I didn't have anybody else to call. And I'm like, Imani, why are you so hype? Y'all don't have that interpersonal connection for him to just even call you in a moment like that. Like, he barely wanted to lay with you, girl. Like, pipe down. It was weird. I don't know if she's going to try to do something to pay him back or what role does she play, because her reaction this episode was a little outlandish for me, for them just kind of getting together. Tyra still hating on Lulu, said all my life. Don't nobody want none of that drunk sex, Lulu. It's just always sad whiskey dick. I'm just over it. Thank you so much, Bree. Luz D needs a higher metabolism. I swear it be lazy as hell. Where is Marvin? We can't get nothing from Marvin or nobody before we get out of this season. Lord, it's just been sad. It's been sad as hell. I'm just saying. Do you think that he would ever take Jess up on her offer and just run away to Cali?
I think so because, again, so are powerful. So I believe he will leave, but I just think that things is going to get so bad to the point that he will have to return to the game and help because can't rely on Marvin.
Definitely cannot. Definitely
Forget you
not rely on
finished.
Marvin. I think the drink soon come. I don't think the drink gonna come from Marvin just yet. Cause he got some work to do. First of all, we have this diabolical heifer known as Mama Joyce keep rolling up one by one. I told y'all this is the only reason she befriended Kanan in the first place. If you ask me, she's working her way either over to Kanan or Rock to do the deed for her. And I told y'all Rock would most definitely do it. But she tries to get all sentimental with Lulu for all of 5 seconds. Like, yeah, you know when you're about to die. Death's around the corner. I'm just hurting. Girl, if it's all that, girl, just take yourself out. I'll leave the stuff on the dresser. Did Marvin not leave it there last time? Do your hands work? You just can't bring yourself to do it. Okay, whatever. But Lulu is emotional. You know, you've always been emotional ever since you were a kid, and I'm still emotional now because mine is not about you. What is this going to do to me mentally? I can't do it, and Marvin couldn't do it either. There's that. I'll be glad when that heifer just gone get out of here. We also have B. I said, well, we gotta get all this history with B Rilla. We knew that same episode when that man at the record label was talking about him hiding money in the baseboards and they don't trust banks, and you know, this is I was like, yeah, you're begging to be robbed, and at which it comes back. But we gotta have him go see Brother Ababala Tomb Day. You know, what's up? The struggle, my brother. The struggle is up. He had to go all the way over there to a hotel, proposition him. He going down there to the baby mama. He talking about how he ain't got no money. You know, his dog died. The crops ain't come in. Big mama lost her arm and whatnot. All the way for us to inch up to him robbing this man we knew he was going to rob in the first place. And we also have him a little beef trying to put, you know, some air in his chest in the studio with Lulu. And Lulu said, pipe down. You don't really want that energy with me. I'm low-key a killer. I just been drunk for a little while and trying to rehabilitate myself. I'm trying to be changed. But Will, what do you think will happen with Birilla, and will Lulu have to take his ass out?
Uh, yeah, B really don't know who he dealing with next to him, man. He better chill out. But I think that he will kill B Rilla because B Rilla just lack emotional intelligence, and he just I don't know. It's just like his raps. Like he was cold to me. Like the first episode he was in, and then after that, it's just the same old stuff. So I don't know. It's just I think that he will make an attempt to rob old boy and thinks it's gonna go left because Lulu go get the drop on him. Because it's gonna come a time where he gonna have to choose, you know, between the streets and his career. So I think he gonna choose the streets and stuff. So it's just looking crazy, like at this point, because I'm just like, first of all, like you got all of us into his new character to try to make us feel sorry for him, but he bringing all this on himself. Like it ain't our fault or it ain't Lulu's fault that you ain't working, you ain't got no money in your pocket and stuff like that. And he just got you out of jail, and this is how you repay this man. You know,
No,
like
but I
you
don't
so
get it. I would think Lulu's reputation like precedes him. Like, do you not know who Lulu is and who the family is and all the bodies they've dropped? The way he rolling up on him, I would expect a little bit of decorum. Like, don't show your whole hand. But if he does happen to get the drop on him or what he's trying to do, like, I'm not gonna let you ruin what I'm trying to do when I vouch for you to get you out of jail in the first place. You and Upper Mama Tomb Day, the struggle is up, my brother. Y'all are gonna roll up on this man and rob him. Okay, if I have to knock you out and whoop your ass or take your life, that's just what we're gonna have to do.
and you know who that remind me of? That one guy, Clarence Williams,
Yes.
third played in.
You saw I'm gonna get you, sucker, coming from up the back.
Yeah.
Black nationalism, white power, black power. Offering bean pies, bean pie juice, bean pie soda, all things bean pie. I say, what the hell are we? Were we in a smoke shop? What the hell is going on here? I didn't know what was going on. Thank you so much, TP, for the super chat. Lou needs to switch to Hennessy and Hypnotic. I don't know. I don't want Lou to go down that path again, but I want Lulu to make the best decision. But you already know when it comes to these type of circumstances in the Thomas family, as soon as you think you're out, it's like the mafia. They're going to pull you back in whether it's famous, whether it's Marvin, whether it's some type of circumstances, whether he got to take this man's life because he want to go rob somebody. Like, Lord, we already saw it coming, so we were not surprised. But who do you think will put Mama Joyce out of her misery? Because we already had Marvin and Lulu say no. That leaves Juke, Kanan, and Rock.
I think
Mm.
Juke,
Why Juke?
because she been scary as hell lately. I don't know what people, like tolerance is, but when I saw her just with them, with them niggas, man, at the park, man, and she was just making faces and stuff like that, and just pacing back and forth. I was like, man, y'all better be on y'all P's and Q's right now. Like she ain't playing, like she's serious. And the way she shot that basketball, I was just like, oh shit.
I don't know, Will. I think it would be like a poetic justice situation for Rock to go on and take her out. She's always been the strongest. Like she said, like your sister, she's been, too headstrong, too strong, too this, too tough. And then you somewhere in the middle, and then you have Marvin. Like, yeah, I think she calling on the wrong runs. I think if she tells Rock gonna shed a tear, but she'll take her out. I think she'll do it. Let's not have, girl, don't ask Kane and leave your grandchildren alone. But Juke has been moving real reckless in life. What y'all in there talking about Partisan Fontaine being fine? They making him look dusty on purpose. Party real attractive in real life. Yeah, Party is a handsome dude. Like I don't, child. They not. He not here for that. He here for a good time and not a long time. We definitely taking Party out the moment he think he finna roll up into that man's home and rob him. Like that was trash. But we will see how much longer we got to deal with Mama Joyce. Speaking of Kanan, I just wanted to ask a general question about Kanan's progression as a character. Will, do you feel like it's enough? Do you feel like we're exactly where we need to be? Or do you want to see a little bit more out of Kanan before this season's up, moving into the next season? Like I said, this is season 4, and I don't see a show like this getting any more than, 5, maybe 6 seasons. Do you feel like we are far enough with his character, or do you want to see some more things happening with Kanan?
I just want to see him be more of a teacher and stuff, just like the original Power, how he mentored
Mm-hmm.
Tariq, because that wasn't his first time. So I just really wanted to see him evolve some more, because he was like what 17, 18
Yeah.
right now.
I didn't think he that. I think he may be
So
16, 17 at this point. I think he's just 16. I don't even think we're there. And I guess the mentor aspect would come with what Breeze. I didn't gave up hope on Breeze. I was hoping that we would get that this season. It seems like we were getting a little bit of that last season when we got into Ronnie kind of taking him under his wing in that little weird time that didn't last very long. But yeah, we have to introduce the character for that to actually happen. And so far, we ain't met nobody named Breeze. And we've made it very clear that Unique is not Breeze. So I don't know. I really don't know. I really want some more progression with Kanan's character. And I know the idea is for us to kind of coast through. And if we got to him being that rough and tough Kanan that we met in Power, then that's pretty much the end of the show. But I do want to see a little bit more. He's still just a boy right now. And I want to see some little hints of, all right, the crazy's peeking through. They were trying this episode, but I needed to be more than him talking like 50 Cent did and Get Rich or Die Trying when that jaw was wide shut. Let's get into the acting. Because what was happening this episode? He has been doing really well thus far this season. But for whatever reason, anytime we need him to get upset, that jaw gets wired shut. And it's yo. I was like, what the hell is going on? I need a name. Give me a name. Where's fame? I need a name. What the? Why? 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 Who wrote that? Who said that? Don't do that. Yo, did you really mean when you said you was going to ride with me? Did you? What? Oh my God. What is happening? You know, I don't be understanding that. I do not be understanding any of that. I need them to cut that off. As soon as we jump off the bridge and go into jaw wide shut territory, y'all need to run that again. That's all I'm gonna say. But Juke, did you really mean you said what you said you was gonna be doing? Give me your name. Let me. Oh Lord, it's like you got a speaker back there. I don't know, but we have them roll up. Duke meant what she said. We kind of try to have a heart-to-heart situation with Juke and Marvin this episode, which kind of equated to nothing. Because it's like, we already been here. For whatever reason, Marvin has felt like Juke was going to rise above this and she's been protected. Juke has never been protected from anything. We already had them have that tumultuous relationship. And we see what Juke has always been. It pisses me off every single time, even this episode when we have Raquel. Yeah, where's Kanan? Look out for Kanan. He ain't feeling good. You know, he lost famous. She lost famous too. Juke has never been protected. She's always expected to be the older cousin, the protector. Look out for Kanan. Watch Kanan's back. Do this and this and that. Pick me up from me aborting the mission. Do this. She's always taken on a bulk of the responsibility, a bulk of, abuse at one point for being who she is. She's never been protected from anything. So the way that Marvin is trying to come full circle now, it's a bit too late to try to pull her out of what your family and you yourself have been all this time. So that little scene with the gun was like, okay, here we go. But like you said, she meant what she said. Kanan feeling like, this is a prime opportunity, not just looking at these boys. At least Freddie looked like he'll catch somebody. These little boys here that they was like, yeah, it was them. I was like, really? It was them? You finna roll up on them? All right, can we at least make them look like they got some hands or something? But they make it very clear that not only did we not drop him with all this intimidation, actually it was some cops and some other stuff happening, and Famous was saying this, and I couldn't really get into this moment, even though Juke was trying to be real terrifying because she real trigger happy, because I knew that it wasn't going to result into any death. What did this moment do for you, Will?
Terrifying, especially when she did that. Oh, man, what the hell is going on? But it just really should showcase the younger jukebox acting skills, because I just think that when it comes to just when somebody finally get that villain arc or whatever, it just really needs to be ignited. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like, especially when she was shooting in that warehouse, just targeted aim, like
the aim was good.
I was like, damn, like that's impressive. Like, but I think that she should be Kanan's spokesperson from now on, because that's what really would solve everything. Like everything would be cool if she just speak for out of them, because it's just be terrible. But I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed just her taking charge. And she pushing Kanan around like, get your bitch ass over.
I'm here for it. Like, I'm seeing the progression in Juke. Not so much in Kanan, though. I kind of see him, lying, of course, but that's not new for Kanan. Skimming, off the top as far as the drugs are concerned, storing that money away. But I'm not really seeing like that brunt that I want to see, that I'm getting from. We already know what's going on with Juke. When he said like them the one you got to watch for because they already dead, Juke is very, very dead inside. These things are enticing to her. It's like, this is where I was supposed to be. I've been running for myself for a very, very long time instead of accepting exactly who I'm supposed to be. And this is who I'm supposed to be. I'm a killer, just like Henry was. You a killer like Henry was? I'm a killer just like Marvin. I'm a killer just like my daddy, just like my auntie, just like my uncle, just like everybody in our family. And I'm going to embrace that. And not only am I a killer, I'm a killer with some training, and I got really, really good aim. So I think it's going to be interesting as hell. I'm here for it. But I just y'all know I had to talk about, I've been leaving Kanan alone all season, but this episode was give me a say, oh my God. it was
like, and remember he was like, "What's why you bitch ass nigga took down flag?" I'm like, look,
I was chilling. It was when he was talking to this little man here, because he's tripping. Little man, you little liar. You little liar. How you gonna be little and a liar? So what you said, see, last you said it wasn't no product, you said it was all gone. Now you saying it is. Which one is it? Make up your mind, nigga. Like, just like, oh my god, are you gonna rap or not? Because if not, stop. We got a little OC here. OC is diabolical. We already know that he is working with Unique. I don't know how far this is going because not only is he working with him lying, we don't even know who he was on the phone with this episode. But it seems like he is trying to make Kanan trip over himself, just give a name, just give something. Yeah, oh, Freddie P. all them. Yeah, they killed him. Go do something about that. Meanwhile, he is following him to the warehouse where this stash of money is, rubbing his hands together in the car like Birdman. Is he planning to tell Unique about this, or is he planning to take this money for himself and run off into the sunset? I don't know. I personally don't think it matters because I think he is solely here for them to have this force like, oh man, I trusted you. I'll let you in. I could have helped you. Nigga, I was trying to help you get money. And then he gonna have to kill his little friend. I think that's all we're trying to get into him. Him having to buckle down. We need Kanan to catch a body. It's gonna be him. All right, big surprise. What do you think we're going with, little man? And how do you feel about him being a liar?
I knew it. When I first saw that little, I knew it. I knew he couldn't be trusted. I knew he was a snake. I knew he was army because he's just a damn pint. So you can't trust those people like that, you know what I'm saying? But I think Kanan gonna find out as soon as he go back to that storage unit and see his chest empty, and he gonna be looking for him and Juke. Juke, I'd rather have Kanan find me than Juke.
That's probably who's gonna find. Juke is so eager to catch another body. It's probably logically going to be Juke that takes him out. But I just want to see some action from Kanan, or for them to really work together to really get some stuff moving in motion. Because, like I said, I'm seeing it in Juke, not so much Kanan. But Lou Man gonna die. OC is gonna die. He is not gonna make it through the season. Bree with the super chat. What you talking about here, Bree? Bree said, nobody at all. Juke, my gat said, shoot that. He's a liar. Absolutely. She's gonna be there for it, and I'm here for it. Absolutely. Please shoot him. Because why you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying and being sneaky at that? Shut up, Dane. Don't start with me right now. I'm going to show y'all some love, and we are going to come right back. Be sure to hit that like button and do the same.
I don't want to see you cry. Got some questions that I got to ask, and I hope you can come up with the answers, baby. Girl, it's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me? Girl, it's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me? If I fell off tomorrow, would you still love me? If I didn't smell so good, would you still hug me? If I got locked up and set this till a quarter century, could I count on you to be there to support me mentally? If I went back till hoopty for my bands, would you poof and disappear like some of my friends? If I was hit and I was hurt, would you be by my side? If it was time to put in work, would you be down to ride? I doubt, kill a nigga, cat, chill and drive. I'm asking questions to find out how you feel inside. If I ain't back, I flip burgers at Burger King. Would you be ashamed to tell your friends you're feeling me? In the bed, if I use my tongue, would you like that? If I wrote you a love letter, would you write back? If we can have a little drink, you know, a nightcap. We can go do what you like, I know you like that. Like, girl, it's easy to love me now.
Dane, I'll scroll back up to it. I would never not get your super chat. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Dane. Oh, Tower, your favorite show got a season 3 Mayfair. I know. I saw it and I was disturbed. We knew it was going to happen, but I don't have to be happy about it. I saw it, Dane. I was like, are you like, why? What's there? There's absolutely nothing going on there that warrants a season 3, but here we are. Hopefully it gets better. I heard that the writer is going to have an adjacent co-writer now to help her out. We'll see where it goes. Thank you so much, Dane. We will see where it goes. But getting back over here to OC and whatnot and him being diabolical, we already knew that. We already knew that. What do you think he's going to do with his money? You think he's going to take it for himself or try to take it?
I, I think he's gonna take it and give it to
Ugh.
Unique,
And I,
and Unique is going to tell Kanan about it because we need them to
we
meet.
need Unique and Kanan to meet.
Yeah, it's looking like they're going to meet, and he's going to be so impressed, and to the point of they go team
Mm-hmm.
up together. Because it's just so obvious. Because when you sit back and think about it, Kanan really wasn't taught the game from a male standpoint yet.
I've been waiting on it. I've been waiting for Unique's path to cross with Kanan and for don't even waste our time. Because if we're not gonna go ahead and make Unique breeze, I don't even want to entertain that. Like, let's just go. Like, that would really undercut Rock in the worst way, to have him like pick a side and be over there with Unique. That would be good storytelling, but I don't know. I can't like be depending on the show at this point to go in certain directions, because it seems like they throw me down every single time. Thank you so much. I most definitely appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, they just do this every single time, but we shall see. But he definitely not making it out this season. I can tell you that. He's definitely not making it out of the season. Another person who won't be making it out of the season is Crystal. Cause not Rock liking Crystal, girl. You really gotta die now. And Rock trying to give you a little stuff. You know what? Let me come to this door with a different energy. Actually got some good news for Kanan. Cause I ain't say too much about the way that business and the dope and everything has been going. But we got a new connect about to happen, a new infrastructure going down in about a couple of weeks, and we'll be up and running and back in business. I put it here as a question. Does Crystal still have to die? Because we already had a heavy loss with Famous. That's already, taking Kanan down a path already. But I think that they are endearing us to Crystal. She actually cares about Kanan. She's waiting up. I don't want you to go out there and do something stupid. Very menace to society. Like, let me go handle this nigga for you. Like, I just don't want you to go out there and do anything stupid. Like, no, you're going to die. Oh, they ain't have to shoot Kane in front of Ronnie's house. We getting over there into that territory. Do we still have to kill Crystal, or do you think Crystal is good to fight another season, Will?
Well, I think Rock gonna pay her off to leave, and it's like I said, it's like a whole bunch of stuff that haven't happened yet. Because they show in the teaser, Kanan beating up the janitor. I guess that's her stepdad or something like that. So I think that gotta happen, and I hope she stick around because the way she was acting at the repass really questioned me. Like, how you just gonna walk away and not console your man and he grieving. Like, like if anybody should be there for him is you. You gotta pass him.
I don't know, Will. I think she gotta go. I don't really care about Crystal either way. Unfortunately, if they hadn't introduced her in Butter teaming up and trying to be diabolical towards Juke, maybe the energy for Crystal would be different. But the way that we net Crystal and who she's supposed to represent now as far as Kanan, that's interesting. But I'm thinking they're going to use her death to really push him along into like, oh, okay, the switch is about to happen. There's been so much loss this season. Not she breeze, Dane. If Crystal's breeze, please. That would be nice. But I did think it was interesting that Raquel sees enough in her to give her a different type of energy. Like, can you please tell my son that I came by and I'd like to speak with him? Because she good for putting a gun to somebody's head and saying, "You heard what I said, Heifer. Do what I said immediately." But she had a little respectability about her this episode. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I think Crystal gotta go. Crystal, OC, all gotta go. All gotta go. Now, leaving Crystal here, let's get on back in the Rock, because Rock's back in business. She back in business. We had him say, I need to meet your partners. I need to meet everyone and make sure everything is on the up and up. We even meet with the elder man of the business, and he's like, I'm not trying to do none of that. I ain't going to no police. I ain't doing nothing. I know where I'm at. I know what's going on here. I will say that I don't want any more of my people to die. At which Rock is, like, hey, everything's on the up and up. That won't be a problem anymore. Meanwhile, we don't know who's been hitting us this entire time. The factory, who's been trying to drop bodies, the business. We ain't took care of that at all. But she's still actively trying to progress in business because she doesn't have a connect anymore. Which like I said last episode, Rock is rushing because she doesn't have a choice. But even if we are looking at the prospects of business being good again, for how long with Unique exposing himself now and being out here on the street? And then we have the conversation between the boss and Unique, and he's like, yeah, I could really go for Stefano being taken out, but it can't be at my hands. It has to be, at someone else's. They don't abide by this in our little community and culture. How long is Stefano going to stick around? And how do you think this business venture is going to go with Unique exposing himself like it's been me this whole time?
Well, I feel like now Unique is Stephen Fisher now. But it's not gonna. I feel like it's gonna last. I feel like it's gonna really just make it into season 5 because it's pictures circulating that he does make it out of the season.
Who makes it out the season? Stefano?
No, Unique.
Yeah.
Stefano, I really think he a snitch low key. I really believe that because I think he's working with the feds to get Marvin because they don't have enough evidence. So I really believe that he had called Marvin to do those errands for him and wearing a wire and this and that. Either Marvin gonna get killed or I think he's going to jail. I think he's gonna be arrested because they're building the case.
It could be either one. They did kind of present those ideas early on in the season, or maybe even leaving last season, but it hasn't been anything that we revisited. We haven't really spent any real amount of time with Stefano this season. I don't even see that. I just really feel like we have to dip Marvin for Juke to really become unhinged. She's already pretty much damn near there. The way she shooting basketball, she was this close to shooting that boy in the head. The target practice is unreal. The aim is unreal. So we're there, but just to put her completely over the edge, Marvin has to go. So if he's in jail, I just don't know how much tension that brings. But not saying I want to lose Marvin, y'all, but Marvin been acting real blah this season. So something needs to be done because it's like he's going out of his way to do exactly what people in charge told him not to do. He has to pay for something. I'm just saying. I don't know how good business will go because this partner really feels very professional. Like he doesn't like anything mixed up, anything dirty. Like business needs to go a certain way. Like he's being very definite about terms and it's going to take X amount of weeks. And right, like, can we rush it along? Like, it's like, no. We're going to do business, but it's going to take this long to get this product to go in this way and build this infrastructure. He likes structure. And right now, Rock ain't offering no damn structure. It's really, really messy and sloppy. So I'll be interested to see how well business goes if you have Unique in your corner constantly trying to take you out. I don't know. We shall see. Y'all drop it down as far as where y'all think we going with Rock because it's just real messy looking to me. But getting all the way here, child, because what? What? Oh, you in the kitchen? The way he got all tailored up, put his cologne on, he smelled good. First of all, let's talk about Unique's eye damn near hanging out the socket where we left him last season. Unique whole forehead was hanging off. He looked like Frankenstein's monster. The eyes were uneven, this, that. It's just like, nigga just need a little sleep. I need a little rest. Need a little cocoa butter. It's all good. I'm just left with a scar. Okay. Because they act like Unique was gonna be a little deformed moving forward, but he's not. He just got a little scar. All right, a little Slytherin scar, a little Harry Potter on his forehead. Whatever. There's that. You had sense enough to come all the way back here with your butter soft leathers on, your black, looking good, looking like the sixth member of Jodeci. Got your ass up here in the fridge referencing ice cream. From that time, y'all had it all in on the counter, all in the kitchen with the sex in the Jodeci, the fake Jodeci, because it wasn't the real song. He remembered that. He remembered the ice cream, remembered the conversation, but we don't remember nothing else to be standing here with beef and Plex. Like, what? This is real, like a separate thing to identify. If he would have just been standing here and he was just in her house with a gun, with a threat, I would have let them make it. You don't reference something like ice cream and just expect me to rock with it. How you remember that, but you don't remember this ass and everything else we did before? That's all I'm saying. Well,
you forgot one thing. He got damn. Like, did they even thought that was going to work?
I don't know. They're picking and choosing. They're picking and choosing.
Man, that was so funny. Like, I laughed at that entire scene because, first of all, it's two of y'all, and you got one that's on the side. You got Unique over here, and then this fool get killed like in the first it wasn't even 5 minutes he was dead. And Unique managed to get away and stuff like that. And I was just like, so what was the point of even bringing him back this season? If that was going to happen that quickly, what was the point of that?
If they're not going to get it in this kitchen again, I don't care. I don't care. Get somebody else to do it. I don't care. All this is going to regret in, because clearly Rock's home. She's not strapped right now. She thinks this is a safe space. She might have guns in the house, but hands are up at this point. What is she going to do? He's going to get in her face. He's going to talk some mess. He's going to threaten her and say, blah, blah, blah. You're lucky like I can't kill you. But what I am going to do is, keep destroying the business, blah, 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 blah. He's going to fess up to everything he's been doing to wreck her. And he's going to leave. Like, though Unique was looking good in the kitchen, looked absolutely marvelous. I was here for the stance. I was here for the fit. It was really giving DMX and Belly. I was happy for the color. I like the cut. It was popping. That was all nice. But, however, don't play with me in the wordage, in this script, in the butter pecan ice cream references. I need him in here as a threat, as an enemy. I don't remember none of that butter pecan Rican ice cream, nothing. I don't remember that because I'm here thinking of you in one way. He remembers seemingly everything, but he's still in here with this beef. I don't get it, but I'm at least we're here, and he has shown his face. I'm still alive, and we can kind of progress on with the story. I'm at least here for that, but don't play with me. Y'all leave in the chat real quick how you guys were feeling about Unique grain return in the kitchen. I'm gonna show y'all some love, and we're gonna come back and give our predictions for the next episode because he looked good, but don't come. I just wanna live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it right. Top of the memories I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. The ladies is pimps tonight. Living inside a dream. Let's lay where the love is like. I put that on my own mama. Can't touch my back. That's all I'm saying, Bree. If we ain't gonna be tearing that ass up in the kitchen or making our way up them stairs to them silk sheets, I'm sure Rock got up there. I don't want to see it. Who is it for? What are we in here with all this tension for? Because I know that's what came back. She was like, "Oh my God, he's alive," and then she was like, "Oh my God, the D ain't had no good D since she left, since Tiffany left. It's just been real dry here in these streets. Rub my back. We know we ain't getting that. So here we are. We left with this." Will, what are your predictions for episode 7?
Well, I would say the midget is going to take Kanan's money.
OC is gonna take Kanan's money.
And I do believe that Unique is going to burn down those restaurants, him and his crew.
Because he does.
But also, I think Berilla's days are numbered. I believe it's happening either this episode or the episode after the skip week. Berilla going down.
Berilla is definitely going down. We can really debt Berilla very next episode. I don't care about that baby needing some pampers. Go on, take him out. we don't need that. We got no time. That can be done and over with. I definitely feel like once he lets himself be seen and known all up in Rock's face, he's going to threaten her and da-da-da-da-da, a little tension, be real cute, because he's going to be spewing out a whole bunch of nothing, and Rock's going to be like, okay, yeah, you're crazy. That's not what's happening. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And of course, she's going to collectively get with Marvin. They're going to try to charge up. Hopefully, she doesn't underestimate Unique in his backing as far as who he's collected, all these Avengers around New Jersey. He's collected all these henchmen to do damage to her operation. So hopefully there's that. I really want to get into individually now at this point what Kanan and Juke are doing, knowing what they feel like they know about Famous's murder now, because he definitely believed them, or he was gonna let Juke Trigger have himself kill everybody. I'm like, you just gonna kill everybody here in broad daylight? Who do you think you is, Keisha from New Jack City? Juke, please relax. Relax, Keisha, please. We're going to get into her behavior and maybe them teaming up to do some things separately, or really get into what happened to Famous. I don't feel like we really gonna make it. I feel like next episode we could just really be done with Berilla, and hopefully Lulu is I don't know, not taking a drink. Not taking a drink, not doing anything. If we save Berilla's death until episode 8, then episode 7 will definitely be him trying to figure out exactly what's going on and how he's moving, at which he has to take him out. Or hopefully he's doing something that is just really definitive, because Lulu has a decision to make pretty much this season about if he's just going to be here doing the straight and narrow or getting back into them dirty deeds of the Thomas family. And we know that's where he's going to end up anyway, because he's not leaving with Jess. So we'll kind of see where that leads. But I'm here for it. I'm just here for, finally, we know it was Unique. He said it was him. We've seen him, and now we can progress with the story. Is he going to go see Pranessa next episode? Probably not. Probably not, because she's so important. Yeah, he was out there holding up a boombox like this would say anything in the 80s and stuff, reminiscing over checkerboards, punching holes in the wall. You ain't want to go see Pranessa Unique? Are you going to roll up on Pranessa next episode? What you waiting on? You love her so much. We'll see. we will definitely see.
She's like so stupid, because why would you be mad somebody putting money in your mailbox and you don't know who this is, but yet you roll up on Rock? I would never roll up on Rock unannounced like that.
I'm surprised she ain't get her ass whooped or get deaded right there. You don't roll up on nobody. But that's what happens when we have secret baby daddies leaving secret money and not showing themselves. But hopefully either he says something or Rock says something. Somebody tell Pranessa something, because she's just so clueless. Will, I am going to come to you. Can you let the people know what you have going on your own channel, maybe your own podcast, and where they can go to support you?
Yes, definitely. I had just interviewed Sherry Warren. She was the sister of Keith Warren, who was hung from a tree back in 1986, and I do reactions, I do history segments, and a little bit of everything. So if you need to find me, my channel is called the 1804 Show, Chapter 2. Sorry for the nom, y'all, but that's what it's called, the 1804 Show, Chapter 2. And just working on things, books, everything. All right.
Everything. Everything. Thank you so much, Will. And thank you for coming through tonight. I definitely appreciate you. For any and everybody who is here and you are a member of the struggle, the real struggle, you guys already know that per usual on Saturdays, we always have our members only watch along. And we did not get to do that yesterday. So we're most definitely going to do that tonight. Let me show you my pick for tonight, and we are going to come back and say our goodbyes. But if you are a member, you know exactly where you need to be and what time you need to be there. Usual, timing is back on timing, and we will be watching this film.
Oh, you must not know what you just thought. Me and my go north. Give a fuck about this party. We gon' step on shit regardless. Get my coin and swipe that and now the spirit charge. Making moves, be no I be really March. I got hands for a hoe. I get bands for a show. He want chance after chance after chance. No, I keep saying free little folk. Do my dance on them folks. If it's up, it's going down. Soon as I land on them folks.
I see y'all over there in that chat getting real busy. I would absolutely be here, making white women uncomfortable or not. Shamik would be perfect in the Power universe, He ain't really just, I can't speak for that Spider-Verse or whatever the hell's going on over there with his little songs and stuff. But Shamik would have been real befitting how he was giving that Raekwon energy in the Wu-Tang Saga. It would have been real good over here in the show, but I don't see that happening. That would be nice though. We can all dream. But that is all that we have for tonight as far as Raising Kanan. Once again, members only watch along in literally 30 minutes or so. We watching I Got the Hookup with Master P. Holla if you hear me. Gonna have a good time with that, and I will see you guys then. Until then, everybody have a good night, and we will definitely see you guys next time. Good night, y'all.